Hey guys, what is up? What is good? Today I'm here to do my first impression video of one of the newer series out this winter 2022 season by the name of Futsal Boys. So just so you guys know, this is a sports anime, so we haven't had a sports anime since what, last year or something? I'm not trying to make those jokes or anything of that sort, but it is about soccer, hence why futsal soccer. Um Not only that, it is also getting a mobile game for both iOS and Android by the same name, Futsal Boys, but five high league. So right off the bat, this series gives me a lot of vibes from different sports animes that I have watched or I got a basic understanding for. So it got me giving me vibes of Haikyuu, of Kuroko no Basket, Captain Tsubasa, Prince of Tennis. The reason I say that particularly because the first episode, if you have watched Haikyuu, the first episode, well, remember, Hinata was riding his bike, right? Then he saw on the television one of the key players in Karasona, Kara Suno, right? Please don't come after me for me butchering the name. And I believe his nickname was Little Big. Do tell me what was his nickname. It's escaping my mind. And he was blown away for this small guy to be playing like he was one of the bigger players. Like that player blew his mind, causing him to join the volleyball team in the same school because he wanted to be just like him, right? Well, Futsal Boys was kind of like that. We have our main character by the name of Haru Yamamoto. And he had a friend who dragged him to see Japan's under 18 league versus Brazil, right? And I'm guessing based on the timeline, that happened a few months before he went to his high school opening ceremony because now he's a first year. So his friend dragged him to watch that play, and he was awed by one of the key players on Japan's team, Tenoji. And because of him, he says, I want to become a futsal player. I want to become a soccer player as great as Tenoji, right? Same thing. He wants to be in the same league. Eventually, as the episode is going by, we were introduced to majority of the characters from the school that Haru is attending from Kyo Gakuin's high school. The second main character that we were introduced was Sakaki. And right off from there, you can already tell Sakaki is that loner type. He is the genius loner type, right? He is the guy who is the best at the sport he is playing, but I guess everybody's just like, I don't want to play with this guy because, he's too much, or he feels like he's better than everyone. That's the feeling he gives off right off the bat. Because when Haru's on his way to get to the opening ceremony, he sees where Sakaki is dealing with these bullies who are bullying little kids who want to play at the park, want to play football at the park. So both of them challenge the bullies and win. So of course they're late for their open ceremony, but then they bounce into the captain and vice captain of their football team. So the captain and vice captain, and I actually wrote down their names, so the captain of the Kyo soccer team is Toi Tsukioka, and the vice captain is Tsubaki Yukinaga. Their manager is Satoru Usami, and there's one more character who just joined the team as well by the name of Ryu Nagumo. Of course, they introduce another character by the name of Taiga, who eventually we know probably by next episode or the following episode he's going to join their team. So there's a lot of characters. It's going to take me a while to remember them and not have to read off a piece of paper, but they joined the team. They're planning to join the team. What's the difference about this is it looks like, in terms of how they play soccer, it's not going to be outdoors. It's going to be more of an indoor sport type thing, indoor stadium type of sport than an outdoor sport. But like I'm saying, in every sports anime, as we all know, there's the third years, the captain and the vice captain, and they're like, they want to get to nationals because they want to reach back to those glory days. Is nothing new. We've seen it. We're going to feel for them. We're going to feel like, oh, if they don't reach, they get injured, they're dying. They're not actually dying. So I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. These third years at Kyo, Tsukioka and Yukinaga, they're in their final year, and before they leave, they want to bring their team to victory. They want to bring them to finals and win finals for the team, for the school, so that way more people can join the club and carry on that tradition. We see it all the time in sports anime, right? So we come to find out the type of person that Tennoji, the person that Haru looks up to, he's kind of a jerk. He has to stick up his butt. So think of along the lines of, prior to even knowing who Akashi from Kuroko no Basuke was, the school that he attends is called Yukazen. If I forgot the name, probably I butchered the name or something, but it's a top-notch school. And given the fact that he was on Japan's under 18 league, that clearly tells you this guy is one of the best in Japan, right? He's on his way to joining the pros after he graduates. So he doesn't expect any less. He expects everybody to be top notch or near his level. So you already know that our Team Kyo, a high school team, is going to have to deal with a lot, you know, especially if they want to get to his level against his team. Of course, there's going to be two more teams based on the opening that's going to be introduced, but we'll have to wait till they can't come in and then know them, and then having to know a lot more names and all of that stuff. But so the same bullies that were shown earlier in the episode felt like, hey, we were cheated, we shouldn't have lost. So they again challenge Kyo's soccer team, and of course the episode ends off where they started to rough them up. They're pulling all sorts of fouls. They can't be called out, and it ends off there, right? They start roughing up our players. They start pulling them, punching them, shoving them, all that stuff, because, like, you know, they're sore losers. They don't want to lose to no high school kids or anything of that sort. So based on the first episode, I enjoyed it. Of course, I haven't reviewed a sports anime since 2018 with Free Dive into the Future, and of course now the final movie is out, Free Final Stroke. Part 1 already came out. Part 2 is coming out in Japan in April of this year, April 22nd. And of course, I still have yet to see even Part 1, so I'm kind of upset. But other than that, yeah, I haven't reviewed a sports anime on this channel for quite a bit. So I'm pretty excited about this show. Not only that, there is going to be a game, if I already said, there is going to be a mobile game for this series. So I'm guessing this is like the prelude of everything, and the story continues on the game that's going to be on iOS and Android. I don't know when the game is going to launch. So when it does, I'll put the link for their official Twitter so you guys can keep up to date for when the game does launch. So if you guys want to play it, you guys can. But other than that, I enjoyed the first episode of Futsal Boys episode 1. You guys do tell me in the comments section below on how you felt about this episode. What do you expect from it? So far, do you enjoy the characters? What do you expect them to do for, I believe, the duration of 12 episodes or 13 episodes of this season? What other shows are you guys watching this season? I have one more show to start with this week, and it's Love of Kill. So that comes out Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Guys, leave a like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. And I'm Kimmy-chan of Anime Legends. And I will see you guys later. Bye! With